Good morning. Today is the big day. So it's 6 weeks since I got the surgery done, and so today I'm going to get this out and my elastics out. So I'm going to the surgeon and then straight to the orthodontist to get out the little hooks they put in for the surgery and a new wire probably. So that's the plan today. Afterwards I should be able to eat soft foods and talk without a lisp. It's gonna be great.
Get back to brushing them normally now.
Okay guys, look. No elastics, no splint. I actually have the splint. They gave it to me. Sorry, I'm like sitting in. This also looks really dirty. Is that better? Splint? Look how dirty it is. That's what happens when you can't brush your teeth for 6 weeks. It's really disgusting. My teeth feel weird. The top of my mouth feels weird, like where this was sitting. Whole thing is weird. I'm now waiting for my orthodontist appointment. So that's exciting. They're gonna take out the wires, except for I was talking to my friend. They got this done like a week after I did, so like 5 weeks ago. And she said she went to the orthodontist and they couldn't take her thing out because she couldn't open her mouth wide enough and they couldn't get their hands in it. So I'm a little bit terrified. But I only can open my mouth that far. So I don't know what they're going to do about that. But like, this isn't their first rodeo, so I'm sure they can figure it out. But that's what we're doing. Stay tuned. And then the lady at the surgeon office asked me what I'm going to eat. But I think I'm just going to have bubble tea because the thought of chewing actually is very strange. Like, I don't know. I don't even know how to chew anymore. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll wait till dinner to eat something. Stay tuned for that. But, yeah. Gonna go to ortho and then we're done for a bit. Okay, we got lunch. I got all my stuff out. So I just had neural races. And now, we're sneezing. I didn't know what I should eat. So, we're attempting. I didn't know what was like the next step. So we're attempting fries supreme from Taco Bell.
Those are mine. What?
Oh yeah, that's a loaded one. I'm not eating that one.
Yummy.
That's what we're gonna attempt to eat because it's soft. So here we go. Okay. I don't even know how to chew.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until you eat and do your recording. Oh,
it's already recording. Okay. How do you think you even chew anything? I don't know how to chew. So if I just swallow the fries, it's probably fine. Chewing is weird. Well, I got it. I ate it. So
that's good.
Is that good? Yeah. Ugh. I don't like chewing.
It might be like a little scrunchy too. It might not be the best thing to chew, but
yeah. Well, I just like mushed it into my mouth and then I swallowed it. So.
I know what I'm doing too for my teeth. As well.
Yeah, Chris got his wisdom teeth out and we're comparing eating. So, poor little baby.
I'm a big baby.
Yeah, he's had 4 days. Anyway, okay, so that was... This is going to be hard to eat. But that's our first experience, so...
The real question is, are you team Taco Time or team Taco Bell?
I used to be team Taco Time, like, because it's at the malls, and I would always get a super beef burrito. It was the best. But then he was like, no, you have to eat Taco Bell. And I've converted, because then I went back to Taco Time, and it just wasn't... I mean, their Mexi fries are pretty good, but...
Yeah, but they're not even fries. They're just like...
Tater tots?
Tater tots.
Yeah, but they're Mexi fries.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't go to Taco Time. We go to Taco Bell only, and it's actually delicious. I get, well, when I can eat fries supreme and a gordita crunch wrap. What's it called? Cheesy gordita.
Cheesy gordita crunch.
Crunch. That's what I get. It's delicious.
Taco. Yeah.
Okay, now I'm going to finish eating this, and it probably is going to take me 2 hours, so stay tuned.
3 days later.
Hello, welcome back to jaw surgery series of my YouTube channel. As you can tell, I don't have a lisp anymore. I don't have elastics anymore. I got the splint out, as you've seen in this video with the documentary of that day. It is Saturday today, and I got all that stuff out on Wednesday, but I wanted to give myself a little bit of time to figure out how to talk again and to really figure out the eating situation. So Wednesday they took the splint out, everything. I was allowed to eat soft foods, and that seemed like a really great thing until, as you saw, I went to go chew and I just can't chew. So it's been 3 days since that day, and things have gotten a bit better. I can only open my mouth like that far. So like putting food in my mouth is hard. It is better now that I can put a fork or a spoon in it, but I still can't chew. Like I don't even really know how to explain the feeling. I haven't chewed for 6 weeks, obviously, so that's the problem, but now my teeth are aligned in a position that they weren't before, and my lower jaw is now farther up, and so even just like touching my teeth together feels weird. The inside of my mouth is numb, like I can't feel it. So that makes eating weird, and I didn't realize that that's what it was until I was brushing my teeth the other day, and I can't feel the toothbrush. So I can feel the feeling in my tongue, so that's why I feel like my mouth wasn't numb before, but now that they took everything out, my mouth is numb on the inside, so I can't really feel the food. So I feel like, you know when you have those like fake teeth for Halloween, and you put them in, like the vampire ones, and then you go to talk or like do anything, like that's how my mouth feels, that it's not my mouth, and when I chew, I feel like I don't have any like motor control over it, or like I don't know how to use the muscles. And so when I try to chew, not only do I not even know like the motion of chewing, but like putting pressure into food feels extremely weird. Like it feels like they're made of plastic and they're gonna break or something, which obviously is not the case. They're definitely my teeth. But yeah, so that's like the issue with chewing. So it's making eating still pretty unenjoyable. There's no pain. I would say my jaw's a little bit more sore now than it was before with all like the stuff in it, and that's probably just because it is getting used to opening and closing, and it has a little more space to move around in. So that's where we're at. There's no pain. It doesn't hurt to chew. It just is extremely weird and not comfortable, so I don't really like it. I've still been eating a lot of soup. I can eat like ground beef actually has been good to get like some protein, because it's so small that I still can't chew things. So like everything has to be able to be swallowed. I have more room to move my tongue around now that I can open my mouth a little bit more, so I can like squish food and kind of like dissolve it with my tongue, but I still just have to swallow it without chewing. So the amount of foods I can eat is still pretty slim. Like yesterday I made these ginger cookies that I love, and I thought they were super soft, and things seem super soft when you can chew everything, but when you can't chew everything, the super soft things actually aren't that soft. So I could eat the inside of it, but I couldn't like bite into the outside of it. So that's where we're at right now. I can kind of eat, but it's still really limited. We went for lunch today, and I had mushroom and like stuffed mushrooms, so that was still challenging because I had to cut it up small enough to be able to get it in my mouth, and I couldn't really chew the mushroom fully. So yeah, that's where we're at. There's no pain, but it's just like, it's like learning if you had to learn to walk again. Not that I've had to do that, but that's what I imagine this to be. Like it's something you think you just know how to do because you've been doing it forever, but you have to really work through like the muscles and the positioning of my jaw and everything like that. So they told me by Christmas I should be back to normal eating, but I feel like their timelines haven't really been as accurate as you want them to be. And so now I will not be getting my hopes up to be able to eat for Christmas, but things that are soft enough that I'll be able to chew, I think it'll be fine. Because even today is better than like on Wednesday. It's just, it'll take time. And that was one of the questions I asked you guys on Instagram. And then the other question that came up was, they just had surgery a week ago. So how did you push through the first 2 weeks? So I feel like time is such a funny thing, because it feels like 6 weeks ago feels like such a long time ago, but not long at all. And I don't quite, it kind of like it's not like I blacked out the whole experience, but it definitely feels a little fuzzy back then. think the drugs were part of that. But I would say the first 2 or 3 weeks, besides that it's really uncomfortable and weird, that actually the fourth 4 to 6 weeks was worse because I felt normal and I wanted to eat, but I couldn't. So I found like those days went by a lot slower because like I wasn't tired anymore and I wasn't on drugs anymore and I was trying to live my normal life, but you can't like quite live your normal life because I couldn't talk and I couldn't eat. And my face is still swollen. It's more swollen on this side because this side I think had more work done than this side. So my face is a little swollen, but now I just like, now I feel like I'm on like run the home run, even though it's another like probably another 3 to 6 months, but that's where I feel like. So the first 2 weeks went by kind of in a blur, and it was really like by week 4 and 5 that I was like, okay, that's enough. Let's talk again. Let's eat again. So now I just had to figure out how to chew and be able to use my mouth properly because I still can't like, I wish you could like have somehow way to like describe it. I guess if anyone has had surgery, I'm sure it's like the same in like different areas, but my whole face is just, it doesn't feel like my face. Like it doesn't look like my face. It doesn't feel like my face. I can't chew with it. So it's a very interesting experience. The lady at the surgeon's office that does all the assisting and stuff, she did ask me like, now that it's been 6 weeks, would you do it again? And I definitely would do it again. And for everybody that is thinking about the surgery or getting it, which I know is a lot of people, because now I've talked to a lot of people on Instagram that this is in your future. And I would say that it's totally worth it, especially if you're getting it done within the next like month or 2 during this pandemic. It highly recommend during a pandemic if possible, because no one's expecting you to go anywhere. I don't have any FOMO about like people doing things. You can work from home. You don't even really need to be on Zoom camera anymore. So it's been really easy to transition into like normal life again. And now that I'm like kind of back, even though we're shut down again, I feel like I have to do things again, but I really enjoyed the time where no one really expected me to do anything because of my surgery. So definitely if you're recovering right now, especially the person who just got it done, enjoy the few weeks that no one expects you to literally do anything, because that's quite nice. And sleep and take naps, and that's what I would recommend. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. 6 weeks, this is what I look like. Much less swollen before, but still swollen. And can talk, but can't really eat still. So I'll update you in another couple weeks. Hopefully I will be at least chewing food. That is the goal. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you have any more questions, make sure you DM me. I will get back to you, especially if you would like advice getting the surgery or if you're going through it. I feel like I now have this community of people who understand jaw surgery. So I'm all for making new friends that we can share this experience together. So I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.